Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is an exciting one. It is an unveiling, I suppose, not really an unboxing, but an unveiling of a pre-loved bag that I have wanted for such a long time. So if you're interested in seeing which bag it is, do stick around. Please do thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Do subscribe to the channel for more frequent content now that I'm at home and settled. Everything's kind of in a routine now. I've got much more time to film, so yes, I'll be doing a lot more videos over this current season, but I'm going to stop rambling now and show you the bag. So as you'd have seen from the thumbnail and the title of the video, it is a Celine bag that I got. So a few bits to talk about first. I had wanted this bag for quite some time, in fact maybe over a year, maybe 2 years. A blogger that I follow called Matilda the Minimalist. Love her style. She has this bag, and when I saw it I fell in love with it and obviously wanted it. I had been looking for this bag in the Phoebe Philo stage. So this bag is one that Celine do run now. It's like one of their evergreen type of bags, but I wanted one with the, you know, the accent on the E. Just me being very particular. They sell it now, as I said, but it doesn't have the accent on the E. It's got the rebranding. So that was an issue because I didn't want to buy it currently because I'd lose the accent on the E. So I was looking on Vestiaire, I was looking on eBay, and I hadn't seen this for such a long time on Depop, but you know, I kept checking and I was lucky enough to find this bag on eBay. So enough said, let's just have a look at the bag. It is the Cabas. So it's the Cabas Tote, and it's in north-south kind of style. So the way you describe bags sometimes is if it's a wider bag, like my Everlane tote, it would be an east-west styling because it's wide like that. And because this is a long type of shape, it's a north-south type of design. So it looks like this, and I really love it. So I've, as I said, wanted this for years. So it's in this kind of grained leather, which is nice because I don't have to worry so much about being uber careful with it like my Celine Trio, where the leather is lambskin and it's so or calfskin, one of the two, and it's very fragile. This has got a bit more longevity to it. The bag is silver in hardware and branding, and if I was going to be particular about one thing, I would have preferred it to be gold, just because I am a much more of a gold hardware type of girl, but I love this bag enough to make the exception. And plus, you know, the hardware is not so much that I can't mix my metals, which I do often anyway. You've got the little handles here, so you can kind of hold it like that, or you can have it crossbody or as a handbag using the strap, and it adjusts with these kind of poppers, the same as the Celine Trio that I have. So inside I've just got all the stuffing in it, which I will take out. Just want to keep the stuffing in to keep it shape. Like, I'm trying to be a lot better with the way I look after my designer bags. I think it's important. Random APC dust bag in that. So inside the bag you just have this single zipped pocket like that, and then the rest of the bag inside is just totally like one compartment, which is lined. So in terms of size, I think it's a pretty decent size. I thought it might be a little bit bigger when I was researching it, but then I actually took a ruler and actually measured, and I knew it was going to be the smallest, probably about the size, I would say, of an A4 piece of paper. So if you get that kind of idea in your head in terms of the height, and then that's the side depth, and then that's just the bottom. It's got no feet on it, so I need to be careful with it in that sense. The bag can be carried crossbody with the long strap. It can be carried on shoulder, or it can be used top handle. I'm less likely to carry it top handle just because I'm always pushing a pushchair most of the time, but I'm glad there's a few different ways I can wear it. A few words on where I got it from, authenticity and stuff like that. So I got this bag from eBay. I've been looking on eBay and Depop and Vestiaire, as I said, and I was able to speak to the seller, get quite a lot of different photographs of it, and then because she had the bag and the box, the dust bag and the box, she didn't have any receipt, so I was a little bit concerned, but I thought, let me just get this to hand and see if I can authenticate it myself. If not, I would have gone to the Celine store and seen what they could have done for me. So I was really concerned because when I got it, first of all, in fact, I kind of had a look at the kind of things she was selling, the seller on eBay had been selling. She's been selling very many things, kind of my vibe, so kind of my style, a few other designer bags. So I was kind of, okay, thinking maybe this could be real. I was excited to get it to hand because I wanted to see how the leather felt, how the leather smelt. You know, having worked in the fashion industry before, I'm quite familiar with fabrics, and I worked on outerwear, so I'm quite familiar with leather as well. I'm quite used to hand feel and kind of using my intuition to feel fabrics and things like that, so I might have a slight upper hand on some of these things. So I went online and had a read on quite a few forums, and you know, things like the leather should be quite supple and soft, even though it is ridged like this, which it is. It smells very genuine. And also Celine bags don't tend to have serial numbers or and authenticity cards, but they do have date codes. So I was looking far and wide for the date code in this bag, and I was getting very upset because I couldn't find it. I thought I'd been duped, and actually I found it. It was very well hidden, so which is cool, and it's embossed on the back of this inside pocket. So Celine date codes. The date code will always be 1 letter, 2 letters and 4 numbers, and it tells you kind of where and when the bag was made, and that will always be embossed somewhere in the bag. So I was looking at the format that it was in, and it matches the format that my Celine Trio is. It's also got a date code in it, and my Celine Trio was bought online, so it's authentic. So I authenticated it kind of like that through the date code, and I'm pretty convinced that this is the real deal. So you know, I'm very, very happy. I got this at about 2/3 the price I would have normally got it for, and I probably could have got it cheaper, but at the same time I really wanted the old branding. I wanted the Celine with the accent, so I kind of paid a bit more of a premium for it because of that, because you can't get that anymore. So it's kind of like, you know, it's not in production anymore. So I was kind of pleased that I finally got my hands on one of the older type. So generally I'm really happy with this. I actually sold my old Mulberry bag to get this bag, so it's like a pre-loved purchase, and I sold another bag to get it. So you know, I'm trying to be a lot more mindful with my spending, and I really, really, really wanted this bag for a long time, so it's something that I've thought of for years, so it wasn't an impulse buy. I've been looking much more at pre-loved things, particularly expensive items, compared to buying the new, just because I think you can get some real bargains. So if you want me to do any more videos along that line, please do let me know. So one thing I would say is just to be really, really careful when you're buying online. Make sure you've done your research, make sure you asked as many questions from the seller as possible, got as many photographs as possible, ways to compare to make sure that you know that this item is not counterfeit. Also, ensure you pay through a means that you're protected via PayPal. If you're buying through Depop, through the app, nothing on the side, so no private transfers, no cash, none of this stuff. You know, make sure you're paying through the correct channels. It might cost you a bit more because the seller might pass on a bit of the percentage that they have to pay for these kind of things to be go through the apps, but it's going to be worth it in the end, because if the item does prove to be counterfeit, you will be able to be protected because you can open up a case and get your money back. So that's much more important than saving a quick buck on the purchase. Make sure, you know, you go through the correct channels. So that's just my top tip, I think, because I was thinking, if I can't find a serial, like a date code on this bag, if I've got any question whatsoever, I think this is counterfeit, I'm ready to send this back and open up a case and get my money back. So that should give you a lot of peace of mind if you've gone through the correct channels. So yeah, that is how I got this pre-loved Celine Cabas. I, you know, truly love it, and it's something that goes, you know, very much with my style and my wardrobe, and I think I'll be wearing it for a long time to come. Let me know what you think of the bag, if you like it, if you don't like it, what your thoughts are on it, and I'll definitely be back like I normally do with all my designer bags with a review once I've used this a bit more, to let you know how it wears, pros and cons, and what I feel about it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Do take care, and I'll catch you in my next one.